What?
It's probably not still great.
It's still great.
Fuck, nostalgia glasses, dude.
No, the movie's still awesome.
Say which it is for people that are now watching live stream.
Oh, we're talking about The Last Starfighter. Come on, man. That movie's still great. The video game doesn't look as great as it used to, but the movie, still awesome.
Speaking of space, the latest event in Marvel Avengers Academy has Nova as one of its characters.
Which one?
I don't know.
Is the helmet black or gold?
I don't have the helmet yet. Because you know how they start off with rank 1, it's just like a dude in jeans and t-shirt?
Is he white or a little Hispanic?
A little Hispanic?
Okay, that's the kid.
And yeah, he is young.
That's the
Is that a good or a bad thing?
According to Musum, it's bad, and according to me, I'm kind of indifferent.
Okay.
What?
I just love going to Musum is bad according to me.
Oh, Musum went on Twitter Musum immediately and was just like, "I'm not even gonna unlock him. He's the worst." And it's just like, okay. He's just talking about other Novas in the game. I don't know what.
No, because it's Richard Rider or nothing. Blue Blazes, but I
don't know. My time with
it's his name's Sam. I can't remember Sam's last name.
My time with Avengers Academy is sort of numbered here anyway. Hi, Musum in chat. What did I say was bad? Oh, right, Sam Alexander, the blandest of the bland. So my big problem with and the reason I don't mind
Sam. Like I kind of like what it's doing now with the new run. I need to get on Twitch chat so I can see this.
So, my problem with Avengers Academy, and the reason why I haven't talked about it lately is I feel like they've finally crossed over that free-to-play barrier where now if you're not spending money, you're like the third-class citizen. Where it's like, yeah, you can get all the characters, but you're not going to get them leveled up, and you're not going to see a lot of the content. And I don't have a job. I don't have a job that makes money. Let's put it that way. So that's kind of antithetic to my lifestyle right now. So probably going to tap out of that one.
All right. Had a good run.
Yeah, it's just a shame because I still really like playing it, but I don't like when free-to-play games make that switch and I start feeling like you feel like the hand is always out. Where it's like, God, there's so much great content in this game. If you just spend $20 to $50 every event, it'd be pretty cool. And like, that'd be fine. I could spend $50 a month if I had a job. But like, I don't, and there's no real way to earn enough of those shards to really make up for it. So
yeah,
it's a shame. I'll just play Marvel Puzzle Quest.
That was the hardest thing I had with that game. And once I started doing the math on how much money I was dropping, I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, and I know you tapped out when you made the discovery that most people do, where it's like, I bought a premium character and I didn't level it up. It costs how much of the what now?
Yeah.
And that problem has only gotten... For a while there, you could upgrade those characters after an event with stuff that would drop from the mission board. It would take a long time, and that to me is fine. We can see that in chat, Moon.
Thank you. Yay!
But
my video wasn't working, but my text is apparently, so I had to lock it down to chat only on my phone because of reasons.
But yeah, like, and then eventually they went back to like I unlocked Devil Dinosaur, which took me an entire like 5 weeks to do, and then to rank him up to the second rank is 60,000 coins.
Jeez. What the fuck shit?
So
select.
Yeah, what? I mean, I'm going to be talking, I think, today on the show about a game which is headed down that path really quick. Which I'm still in for now, but the only reason I'm in for now is because of the people who play it.
I had to log in this week just in case any Dark Tower blasphemy comes up again. Well, it will now because you brought up bad book series. Heyo.
All right, so check this shit out. Okay. So I'm trying to get this order so I get in-store pickup.
Mm-hmm.
All right, try to make my life easy. And it cannot go to the same fucking store for all my order.
It's trying to split it up between stores.
So now I have to go to Strongsville, Montrose, and Elyria to pick up these 3 items.
Let's take a hot tour of Cleveland.
All right, so I'm only going to pick you up.
Oh god, I still have Steam open. I don't know why my computer's freaking out. Oh, don't open FileZilla. Damn it.
You know what? I'm just going to get those 2 shipped. I'll get them a day late. Whatever.
I guess.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go.
What the fucking demand be that fucking high for that movie?
What movie?
Resident Evil, the final chapter.
I would be really surprised if demand was high.
This is purely academic. The only reason why I'm picking this up.
Well, incomplete.
Because you needed to fill the hole. I always feel weird, like...
What? Verification code? Fuck. What is happening?
Best Buy is saying they don't want your service anymore. Knobs is what they're saying.
Yeah. Recapture saying, "Are you a robot? You're ordering a lot of stuff."
Yeah. I feel like a weird, like, Batman supervillain, like Two-Face but for podcasts whenever I sit in this chair, because it's just like that entire section of my face is covered almost every week. It could probably pick me up further away, but if I do that, then it might pick up more ambient noises like that cat who's just walked into the room.
Right.
Whereas this way, hopefully it doesn't.
Or the peanut gallery in the other room.
Yeah, the peanut gallery in the other room who consistently swear.
I had a really interesting time editing that the episode a couple weeks ago.
Did it actually come through as well?
It was like the smallest thing. I had to basically mute the other 2 lines, and I just in the background it's just this tiny, very angry swear word. It was a lot like when Knobs and I were doing the TVGP plays for Half-Life 2, and he farted, and we didn't think anyone heard it.
That was a good fart.
That was a really good one. And I don't remember who pointed it out to us.
That was
It was just... We were crying laughing when we went to listen to it the week after.
Oh.
So good. All right.
Hold on, I'm still wrapping this shit up.
Okay, let me know.
Oh, great, security code now. Fuck.
Pick all the images with a gas station in it.
Best Buy with their new 3-factor authentication.
I was in a Best Buy like twice last week, and there's nothing I want.
I don't need anything from you, Best Buy.
Oh, my brain is so slow right now. It's unbelievable.
Why is my cart still full? All right, good.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I think I've very much had a Boston week this week, I think, and next week's going to probably be the same, where it's just like, oh, hey, what did I play? Nothing.
Yeah.
I played 2 things.
Very excited to talk about my game this week.
Persona?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
How's that compendium going?
Oh, we'll talk about it.
Oh, fuck. I guess I'm not going to do that now. Maybe I could. No, fuck it.
The suspense is killing me.
Will Nobs get what he wants? Maybe, maybe not.
No, I gotta put Boomer. I swear I'm going to throw you into traffic. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away.
Boston Flame in the Flood got another patch.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. I haven't played it as of yet.
I didn't actually delete it, so I probably... I lied to the internet. Because I go on the internet and lie lies.
You're worse than... No, I'm not going to say that joke.
Worse than who? Me?
Nope. No, you're not a liar to the internet. You're a troll to the internet.
That's very...
I most certainly am not.
How could you? My goodness. Throw down the gauntlet.
Yep.
How am I a troll?
How are you not a troll?
I'm asking for specific cited cases where I've been a troll.
Gears of War 4.
The rat game.
I'm not being
No,
a troll.
the rat game is... The rat game is a personal thing. His normal trolling is like an impartial third party.
The rat game is a personal thing that he's taking out on a game that doesn't need to be taken out on. He's already scared Donnie away from the gaming group.
Oh, it's not. He's not taking it out on the game.
According to Donnie, that's not true.
We all know that's bullshit. You literally had it out with him about the rat game, and all of a sudden he hasn't been online ever since.
Yeah, but he's a weird man. You know that.
You can't say Donnie isn't strange.
Yeah,
he is strange. I get text from him saying #0dark30.
He's done that before.
Mm-hmm. And he seemed to be back, and then all of a sudden, apparently, there's a conversation that happens between you two, and he vanishes. He ninja smokes out.
I've dropped my fair pair of smoke pellets in real life.
True.
It's not a sentence I was expecting to hear today.
Poof.
Oh, jeez.
Has your most frustrating Best Buy order been completed?
Oh yeah, that was done. Now, what I was thinking about doing a different purchase, but I don't think I'm gonna wait.
Wait until you go into the store, scoop it up then.
No, like I want to buy the August Smart fucking doorbell so I can get my entire suite of August products on my front door.
Right.
Well, apparently they don't sell it at the store anymore. And I swear to fucking Christ, it was there every time it was there until I wanted to buy it.
Right.
Well, that sounds like everything.
It's like
now
Costco.
That I want it. Yeah, Costco. Like I went there to buy a water cooler for work because apparently we were paying $1,800 a year for a water cooler.
The hell?
What the hell?
Which is mind-blowing, and that it's been there for as long as I've been there, as long as I can remember. Let's just... Alright, so... Let's say... Math time.
Math time. That's number wing.
14. So, I've been there for 14 years.
Yeah.
They've spent $25,000 on this water cooler.
The dumbest thing to not buy your own of.
Like, so I was rolling around rolling around Costco the other day because John needed a churro.
Did he seriously just refer to himself in the third person?
John did not. No.
and used my given name.
Yeah.
Oh, those churros are so, especially when you get a fresh one. Oh, they're so good.
I've never had a churro.
I've never had one make it back to the car.
You should try a churro. They're good.
So anyway, I was in there and I was kind of wandering around the things. I ended up with another pile of avocados, which every time I go to fucking Costco, I buy avocados.
Why not? Apparently you need them.
Why do I need a sack of avocados a week? I don't understand this.
Hey, if you're
and at the same time, it's like, holy shit, these things are really ripe. What am I going to do? I'm going to make a big bowl of guacamole and just eat the whole thing.
It's good fiber, man.
Yeah, but it's not helping because, like, I think I got a weak pinch, and why I'm having the problem
And this conversation comes back for the third week in a row, folks.
This time on live stream.
Yes, this time it's actually on instead of pre-show.
Whatever. It happens.
I have so many things wrong with my body, I can't judge anyone for having any issues with theirs.
Apparently I had a pretty big buster at work the other day. It didn't go down. It must have looked like one of those tall bobbers just flapping around the bowl. Like, the long skinny ones that are like the orange on them.
I'm shutting this show down. This is the last episode. We almost made it halfway.
I officially can no longer play Euro Fishing Simulator anymore.
It's just every time it pops, it goes, "Hi, hey."
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's I'd Mr. Hankied at work. I'm so
awesome. Sorry, I've subjected the internet to this.
So,
no, you're not. Don't lie.
So anyway, I'm in a meeting, and a meeting at work. This has gone way off the rails from a water cooler. I'm at a meeting. I'm with a customer, and I get a phone call, and I'm like, I'm answering it, and like I'm answering a speakerphone. She's like, "Were you the last one to use the bathroom?" I was like, I don't know, possibly. I was like, and then all of a sudden, Donnie was like, "It didn't go down, did it?" Like, and home bowl number 2 at work is a champ. I mean, it is never left anything behind, except this one time.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, I just want. I don't know. I got.
Like I said before, Knobs and I have been friends for 17 years.
Yep.
I've heard some stuff.
But anyway, so I went to Costco so I was walking around, and I was like, I saw the water cooler on sale for like $150. I was like, cool, because they bought this big jug that's got these 3 filters in it. It looks like a little nuclear silo that they're getting water out of now, but it's room temperature water. Like, who wants room temperature water?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, this is stupid. I'm gonna go like, I saw one at Costco, so I'm gonna go there and buy that one. So I go there, and I go around the corner. I was like, okay, cool, it's right here. And then, like, there's none in a box. I'm like, all right, so was it discounted to $150 because it's the display item? Whatever. I just need it. Like, whatever. So I go to the floor biscuits, and I'm like, hey, can you stop stacking ink for a second? This water cooler over here, is that for sale for $150 because it's a display item? He's like, no, that's the actual price of it, but you don't want to buy a display item for $150. Why would you buy it, like, new like that? I got to charge you. I'm like, dude, I just need a water cooler.
Can I buy that one or not, dude?
He's like, I really don't want to sell you that one. I'm like, are you going to get more in stock?
Okay, like, Mr. Costco, I appreciate you making the choices here.
And so at that point, like, I'm like tapping out. I'm like, all right, so are you going to get more stock? He's like, I don't know, man. It's Costco. I'm like, thanks.
Do you make the rules or not, dude?
Thanks. Oh, and by the way, do you have kosher salt? Because I didn't see any over in the spices. And he's like, did you check over by the spices? I'm like, oh, you mother.
God, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, he's the definition of a fucking floor biscuit.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see it in the spices? It's over in the spices. It's just like...
No, all you have is sea salt. I don't want sea salt. I want kosher salt.
Right.
Because apparently I'm picky.
You're a man that knows what sort of salt he likes.
Hey, yeah. I use kosher salt to clean.
Oh, there you go.
To clean what?
Cast iron stuff.
Yeah, that works surprisingly well.
Mm-hmm.
We've got it all in pre-show this week.
I use it like I cook with it. Like I don't use it like iodized salt because it's too salty.
Right.
Because it is.
Yeah.
You can control it better with kosher salt.
I mean, that's why they make different types of salt. It sounds silly, but like one has a stronger taste than the other.
Yes,
and they taste like salt, but like, you know, like that's
what?
That's why they make different types of salt. One's saltier of a salt than the other's salty salt.
Yes. So that adventure, and then I'm trying to figure out why there are like 9 different tubs of coconut oil. Like, why? Yeah. How is there possible there's this variety of it?
Oh, yeah.
Is one more coconut than the other?
This is the issue I had the other week when I was trying to follow your advice. I was like, I don't fucking know which one I'm looking for.
I didn't so you have like the fuck, I don't even remember how to tell them apart. It's like olive oil. Like, you want regular olive oil to cook with, an extra version for like dressings and sauces and stuff.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have like refined and unrefined.
The refined somehow has a higher burn temperature than the unrefined.
Mm.
I guess there's more coconut stuff in it.
More of that coconut flavor.
So you want the refined coconut oil.
Thank you.
Which is really, I mean, it. Like, I'm using it instead of, vegetable oil, so it seems to be working fine.
And it tastes great.
Yeah, it does have a little nutty flavor to it.
Yeah, coconutty.
Just a lit, like, it's just a hint.
Yeah.
It's like maple water. Like, it's you taste it on the back of your palate, and it's not like in your face like syrup.
Yeah.
Maple water's a thing, and it's delicious.
Who the fuck are you paving up?
I don't know what other weird shit happened this week, but
I'd be I'd be surprised if any additional weird shit would happen to you, but I forget.
Well, other than the work madness that I deal with, but
yeah, that's pretty standard. All right, well, you guys ready to start then?
Yes.
I might need water. Yeah, John's gonna need water. I will be back. See, that's not enough for an episode.
Nope. I have a coffee.
I drank my tea already on Isaac.
And then I also have a mason jar full of water.
I drank my tea on Isaac, I've got a glass of soda there, and I've got my bottle of water there.
What sort of... I refuse to say soda. What sort of pop do you have?
Cherry Coke.
Well, that's not bad.
Nope.
I'm more of a Pepsi man myself. I like the sweetness, but I haven't had pop in a while.
Pepsi over Coke every single time.
Yeah.
It's just that the local corner store has big bottles of Coke and only little bottles of Pepsi.
Ah.
So, Cherry Coke over regular Coke, Pepsi over everything.
Yeah. Man, Pepsi's so good. Mm-hmm. I've always been surprised when people are like, they taste exactly the same. It's like, no.
No, they don't. 100% no, they don't.
They taste different in a way that I can't describe, but I know I don't like Coke. Grown Gamer, have you caught a lot of crap since moving west about pop? I know I have. 100%. People hate that I say pop, and it drives me crazy, so I keep saying pop. That's how I was raised. I was raised in a pop region, not a soda region, not a Coke region.
Do you know what region I was raised in? Do you want a fizzy drink?
Fizzy drink. See, that's kind of fun. It's like you're in Willy Wonka's factory.
Exactly. Yeah. How very British of me.
Yeah. Did you see the last round I tweeted on?
Mm-mm.
So, I shot an 87 yesterday.
Nice.
Which was probably one of the craziest rounds I think I've ever had. So, like, I'm having trouble getting off the tee. It's really frustrating. So the first shot
that's supposed to be already, I know.
Yeah.
Right. So, in more literally and figuratively getting off the tee. So anyway, so we tee up. All right, so we're playing Hinkley Hills or something, and I took a 9 on the first hole.
Oh, man.
And then the next one, I took a 7. So I am...
See you guys tomorrow.
I'm at a 15 through 2 holes, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm gonna have to work real fucking hard to break 50.
Yeah.
At this pace. Then all right, so I ended up shooting a 46, and then I'm looking at my card, and I'm like, motherfucker, you know how hard it is to shoot a 46 with like a quadruple and triple bogey back to back.
Yeah.
I parred 5 holes. I should have broke fucking 40.
Yeah.
And then I did the same thing, not quite the same thing, but I shot a 46-41. Like, I had a really good round other than getting off the tee. I was putting really good too. I had like 4 1-putts in that front 9, so I don't know. Golf's a fickle fucking game. So the guy I was golfing with was thinking he was kicking the shit out of me. By the time we finished up, I beat him like 7 strokes on the front.
Jeez.
Well, he was talking all sorts of gang the whole time. I was like, dude, just keep playing. Like, we're live scoring because with that app, the golf pad. Now that we're like we sync up with other people that have the app in a group that you're playing with, like you literally can live score each other.
That's cool.
Oh, jeez.
Which is awesome.
Man.
So now you can check who's cheating.
Oh, man.
You didn't take that penalty stroke on 5. Idiot.
Golf
Now it's 3.
All right, you guys ready to kick this thing off?
I'm done talking about analog games.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of That Video Game Podcast. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me, as always, is Knobs.
Hi.
And Moonpier.
Hello there.
Let's just dive right into it. Knobs, over this past week, what have you been playing?
I'm loading it up.
Okay.
All right, so Monday night game night. Another Left 4 Dead night. Apparently I can't talk anyone into playing Battlefield anymore.
It's okay, but
nope.
You can play Left 4 Dead.
We did. We played Left 4 Dead, and the comeback that just wasn't there.
Oh.
We fought real hard for it. We just could not bring it home.
Wait, were you guys on opposite teams again?
We've been on opposite teams for how long now?
8 years.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time we were on the same team. Even when we were playing a lot.
Yeah, from what I can actually remember, I think I can only actually remember 2 or 3 times we've ever been on the same team.
Well, the director knows it would just be too much troll power on one team.
I just think, no, you see, I don't think the director's got anything to do with it. I think it's a statistical anomaly at this point.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hilarious that it keeps happening this way. You know what? It might be in the order that we join the game.
No, because I've been first and I've been last.
Well, I've been hosting almost every time since we had that big squabble about who was hosting the game.
Speaking of which, I do apologize, Tomsy. I did not mean to throw shade before the night had even started.
Yeah, before we even started playing, it was chippy.
Yeah,
and we had oh my god, tell me you wrote his name down. My brain meats aren't working.
I have the teams here. Yes, would you like to know the teams?
Yeah. Yes. That's what Looney.
Yes, please, sir.
It was Nobs, Agent, Tomsy, and Ian against myself, Scott, Tom Gamer, and Jetmech.
Yes, Jetmech. Jetmech has showed up here and there over the years.
Yeah.
But man, he showed up for a wild night because we were pretty feisty.
Stuff's getting a little loose.
And we started screaming when normally
I forgot about Witchgate.
Usually the complaint is about the amount of comment. This one for me was the placement of the witch, and I just would not let it go. Like, because it was so. When we were playing Death Toll, and the I think it's the second act where you come out of the trains. You got the big pouncing tower over here on the left.
Right.
You go over the train cars, and then you got the run that you got the part where it squinches it in by the bus. So when they were going through, their witch was off the road, kind of tucked in behind some rocks. And
no.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay, you do your side, and then I'll do mine.
No, I will do my side because my side's factual because I watched it happen. I watched someone picked off.
I was
behind,
there too.
Stop! No, you were boomed. You had no vision. None whatsoever.
You can't handle the witch
because I did it. There's no way you saw the placement of that witch. No way. So anyway, I think Tomsy was tucked in behind the witch, trying to get someone to shoot at him. Tom Gamer snipes her with a shotgun, like the person behind the witch, and no pellets hit the witch. I was calling BS on the spread on their round. Then it's our turn. All right, our turn. We're there. We're like, okay, we know where the witch is. We're going to be. So we get all over. We get to the point in fairly good health, and there's that witch dead center in the middle of the road. Dead center.
Amazing.
So then it goes full like panic mode. We get wiped right there.
It was like a 5-foot difference.
5 feet between the middle of the road and off in the shrubberies. It was not even close to the road.
The shrubberies.
It's not like this is a corridor that we're talking about. This is a road with openness on both sides.
The only way through there. What are we gonna go off? Go off on a nature hike to get around the witch?
Also,
we did.
No, you didn't. You guys were able to fight in the middle of the road with no obstacles.
We went through the forest.
Because we kept pulling you in the forest.
We couldn't see the witch for the trees.
We drove you to the Shire, is what we did.
Join us for Monday Night Game Night for some more such fun as this.
Yeah, hot arguments about witch placement.
It is. And then that became a theme, literally, the rest of the night.
I don't doubt that.
Mm-hmm. And then there was the AI issue where suddenly somebody dropped and they get an AI and who has a sniper rifle, and then all of our team is dead from miles away, which shouldn't have happened.
Oh, who dropped? Ian? Oh yeah, it did get quiet there for a little bit. It did for a minute.
I think it was Tomsy, but okay.
No, I don't think Tomsy dropped.
I think he did because I invited him back into the game.
Fair enough. All right, well, maybe I am a bit of a troll. So anyway, yeah. So we were getting beat pretty bad going into it, and then I had that miraculous run where I made it to the safe room. I still don't know how that happened.
Just unencumbered.
No, it was encumbered, but I was seeing the Matrix. Like I had my rifle and I was good to go. And I took that turn where the tight corridor is, like where last time I was there, where I got pummeled. Like everyone just kind of lined right up, so it was like 3 bullets and like 15 zombies are dead. I'm like, this is awesome.
Jeez.
All right. Then I cleared that out, got upstairs, got jumped down, and then made it into the safe room.
Yep.
That was the only reason why that game got even close at all. Because we stuffed you pretty good on that one.
Oh yeah, we got short shifted on probably about halfway through that, and you had basically 3 people all the way to the end because we were trying to bait you out with Ian.
Our AI guy just kind of took a dump over at the forklift.
Yeah,
Bill had to go pinch one off. But yeah, so come join us because you never know what's going to happen. It could be fun, it could be hostile, and both are hilarious.
Yes.
Keep Monday Night Blue.
Yes. All right. So the only other game I played this week, and for good reason, was Prey.
Oh yeah.
This game is fantastic.
I keep reading so much stuff about this.
every time I get back in this world, I actually today I had a good chat with a listener, Adder Black. I think he writes in the show a few times. So I think the first time I talked to him, maybe.
Possibly. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Adder is UK time, so it's difficult to hook up with him.
Yeah, he was concerned about his internet connection and turned antivirus off. License expired, I know. Yeah, so he's concerned about playing with us on game nights and stuff. I was like, come on, dude, Moon did it from Liverpool, and we all know about Liverpool. So.
Oh, come on, really? Don't get me wrong, I agree, but really?
No, if you agree, that witch was in the trees.
No, she was not in the trees. She was on the hard shoulder. She was just off the road. She was not in shrubbery. She was not behind
on a paved surface whatsoever.
This is the worst episode we've ever done.
She had a knee on the road. Don't start with that, you big troll.
Terrible pre-show. Terrible show. So sorry, we almost made it to 500. The thing that keeps interesting me about Prey that everyone keeps posting on Twitter is, and it's the thing that I know will draw me to it faster, is all of these locked doors that are all around the station. And I need to know.
It's not so much, it's like the locked doors are cool and figuring out different new ways to get around them. And that was what we were talking about, is he's seeing things differently than I am, and we're comparing tactics and how we're approaching the world. Like, he found a really clever way to get in this one area. I was like, oh, you can get in through that spot? Because I got in it through this area over here, which led to a tunnel that loops me all the way around back there. He's like, cool. What? I didn't know you can go that way. I was like, yeah, it's great. He's like, yeah, and this thing with the leverage, so I spent all my time like getting my leverage up, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I figured this one out where you have these recycler grenades, and you just throw them at a pile of stuff, and you just recycle all those boxes that are in your way. There's so many different ways to get in and around things in different places.
Do you have any mimic powers?
No, and he's playing the same way I am.
Okay,
because
full human.
Can I potentially spoil something for Prey that I saw a GIF of earlier this week?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So there was a window with a little opening on the bottom. It's one of those, like, something you'd see at a movie theater. And there was a mug in front of it, and they jumped into the mug. It looked like with mimic powers, flung the mug end over end into the window, and then turned themselves back into a person, and then suddenly they were in that room. And I was like, I gotta play this friggin' game. Holy Christ.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I'm reading what all these mimic powers are, and so I guess one, you have like the teleportation power a little bit, but the jump into objects to mimic objects, it just sounds like so much fun that you just torture the things that are doing the same thing to you.
Well, I think you're doing it the right way, where you're playing one playthrough like just focusing on one set of powers, and then another playthrough just focusing on the other. So you have this two very clearly different playthroughs.
Well, the only power that you really have playing through as a straight human is the combat efficiency, where it slows down almost bullet time. And right now I've got that leveled up to level 2, so I'm doing extra critical damage as they're marked and in front of, or as they're marked, and I'm able to hit them when they're slowed down. The next stage is the world slows down. You have free range movement. Like you are uninhibited. So you are literally the Flash.
That's cool.
Really quick, Knobs. I heard about this beforehand, but I'm not sure if it actually made it to the final version of the game. But do you have the sucker gun that fires like little foam darts or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about people using that to shoot through tiny little slots to activate control consoles to open the door.
Son of a... I didn't even...
It's like a Nerf gun?
Yeah, yes. It's a legitimate awesome. Nerf gun, and it squeaks.
That's amazing.
And you can fire it, and it will interact, because the computers are all touchscreens, it will interact with touchscreen computers on the other side of doors.
Game of the year, Prey.
I didn't even think, because I disassemble those for spare parts, and the taser shotgun or whatever they have in that is the worst. Like, it's got a crappy range. It doesn't do the damage it says, especially the things that are supposed to be weak to it. No, it's not worth it. You need the scrap more to craft items.
Yeah.
So the crafting thing's really cool. Like, I gotta talk about this before. So you recycle all of your junk and stuff you don't want, and it puts everything in like a compressed cube. So you go to it, and it's all in real time too. So you can be attacked while you're doing it, and you literally like you push the big start button, and then it goes. You have like a list of things you can build. You select your list, and it says you need this many items, and you hit you want to place these items in the thing. It goes in and it fills it in like little blocks physically into the machine.
Oh, cool.
And then you hit replicate, and then it goes boom. The big thing goes through, big thing, and it bombs this little thing out in the middle. And you're like cool. Ding, ding. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Man.
So now I'm pretty much scrapping almost all the things I don't need now, so I can upgrade all my neuromods, because now you can craft those, and at some point your license expires and it stops you, so you have to go find the dude in charge of the licensing and re-unlock your license at his computer console.
That's crazy.
So you can infinitely craft these things.
Man, this game sounds so crazy and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so anyway, so we were like all these different ways we're going, how we're approaching. He's being really sneaky, and I'm like, dude, level up the shotgun, because that thing's like, for every sense of the word, it's a blunderbuster. Like, you have there's nothing that can withstand it. And it's like I see like one of the greater mimics or something out there, and I just go run it up, or a thermal phantom or whatever they're called. Like, I'll see him creeping up distance, I'll kind of edge around him, hit my bullet time, run up, and I got shotgun to the face. And it's so satisfying.
Man.
So I'm pretty much only crafting shotgun ammo and neuromods at this point. And man, that game is good. It controls really well. The gunplay is a lot of fun. The environment, the little tertiary tasks that it continually sends you on. Like, every time I get like an orange item, I was like, all right, where in this space station does this fit? Like,
yeah,
where does this go? Like I just got one like goopy gel thing that goes to the water filtration system. Then it scares off anything that's mind controlled. It's got like some psychotropic quality to it into the water. So you go into like the garden area, or the arboretum has this big greenhouse in it. Essentially, the arboretum, whole thing's a greenhouse. It's a house in the greenhouse. Whatever the
thing. A greenhouse house.
Yes, the grow house. Whatever. So there's a bunch of mind controlled. I know, Samson. I'm getting wound up. There's a bunch of mind controlled people, and you can't get close to them or their heads explode. They're like little head bombs.
Right.
So the actual big floating mimic thing that's floating around there, the telepath, like, you have to turn on the sprinklers with the goop in it, and it scares him off to chase him outside of the building so you can kill him, and then all the people that were mind controlled just pass out and they're just on the floor, but they're still alive. So or you can just hop in and just murder everyone. You can do it that way too.
Man, this game sounds good.
Yeah. One other tidbit I picked up about the game was, apparently at some point, I think it's early on, you basically get a list of every human that is, or every person that is on the station, and they are all in the game. You can find every single one of them. So
at the security councils or the concierge councils, they actually have a personnel list, and it has, like, in quotations, how many people are in this area or how many people you haven't found yet. So I didn't realize how that system worked until probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago, because I've just been hunting bodies anyway, because they have loot on them, and I need the bits and pieces that they have on them, because I need to scrap that stuff to make more stuff.
Right.
So I've kind of been doing this a backwards way, but you can go like it actually tells you exactly where they are, and you can actually mark them on your map. So you have to find a way to get them.
Oh, cool.
So even not being able to mark these people, like I've already cleared out about 5 out of the 9 areas of humans to be found. Because I've been taking all sorts of crazy routes everywhere. Like every place that I can explore, I'm exploring in this game. And it has such a great Rapture feel to it with all these different areas to get or in and around places.
Yeah.
Like it's like going in the Jeffrey tubes of the Enterprise. Like you just need to get into the guts of everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it allows you to do that sort of exploration, because usually when you're playing these games, it's just one corridor after another, and when you go explore, it's like a tiny room with an audio log and like some shotgun shells. But it sounds like in this, it's like, well, I'm going to go into this room, and there's a bunch of catacombs, and it leads me to another set of rooms where I was trying to get to before to do this other thing.
Well, even like the way this stuff changed together, like so you go into cargo hold, and there's a bunch of people that are alive in there, all holed up and stuff. So, and you talk to everyone there, and then one person is like, gives you this one little area, because there's this one door that's driving you insane that you can't get into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has that great thing where, like, I've explored everything. How do I get, there's no code, there's no tag anywhere in this area. So there's like, oh yeah, like, if you get a chance, like, I'm looking for so-and-so, and, you know, she's usually hangs out by this particular tree that has their initials carved in it in the arboretum. So you go over there and you're like, all right, I found the tree. What am I looking for? And like, oh, there's a big rock here. You pick up the rock, and of course there's a dead body under it, and it's her.
Naturally.
But she has the access card to get into this room where apparently they were meeting for this little lovely, like, couple's dinner is all set up in this.
Oh, wow.
There's flowers and stuff all over the room. You're like, oh, man.
A bummer.
All right, give me all these petals. I'm going to scrap these things for organic material.
Right. Oh, that's cute. Recycle.
I did drink the champagne, though, because I felt I owed it. It needs to be drunk.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to waste
just
that.
like when you open the bottle, it goes bad.
Yeah.
Like vodka.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've been playing this game like a lot, and I was playing ahead of Monday night game night. So I figured, I'm really enjoying this game, so I want to show some people what's going on. I know there's going to be some places where I'm going to be able to show off the replicator and the recycler and stuff, and like, all right, I'm in this area, haven't really explored it yet, which I thought I hadn't explored it yet. So I jump in here and I start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the same area, and I couldn't get out for an hour and 40 minutes. I was going in laps. Like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how am I stuck? How do I get out of here? I keep going through all these corridors, and then all of a sudden the Monday Nighters start coming in and trickling into the party. And I'm talking, it's like, God, I don't know what's going on. So when I get, just when you're lightly distracted is when the solution comes to you.
Yeah.
And that's when I figured out that I could use the recycler grenades to get through.
That's cool.
And I was trying to lure the Weaver, this thing that gets this weird, like, coral, like, light coral glow around him. He puts these little bombs or something. These little critters come off him, looks like the critters from the movie Critters. Like, they roll in front of you, like they're rolling. I don't think they have teeth, but they latch onto your face meats. But yeah, so I was trying to lure these things to go in front of this one console that I haven't fixed yet. So it's shooting off all this electricity, and I environmentally killed them. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But this game is awesome. And the reason why I hopped in with a party with Adder Black was because he's the only person in my friends list I've seen playing this game. And I just hopped. I was like, send him an invite. I need to talk to people about what's going on in this game.
What are your strats?
Well, it's not so much what your strategies are, but the way the story is being presented to you. Like, it's almost like there's an obvious bad guy, and then there is a subversive one. And having a history of playing games where the person, you're always suspicious of the person trying to help you because of Atlas and BioShock. And then there's a third entity in there, like that's like you're making choices, but in the choices you're making, and one guy's always talking to you, like the January bot is always talking to you, is like it making all these little weird comments like, wow, what are you like?
Right. You're looking at all three of them with squinty eyes, like,
Yeah, you're like, I don't know. Because like obviously like the one bad like is obvious right from the beginning, but you kind of like know the game that the one guy might be playing, and then there's this third one you're like that you only hear from once, and you're like, what about the other dude?
Where'd that guy go?
Yeah. So I'm assuming you're trying to figure out if this January robot is this Sam or is it Hal?
Yeah.
At this point, it's a bit of a combination of both, which it's been dancing this really good line the whole time. Like what he's saying is making sense, but you're like, well, if you had a big long nose, this would be really easy to figure out.
Right, twirling some sort of mustache.
But the obvious villain has been on this weird kind of redemptionist arc with you.
He was
the
just
more information he's shoveling out to you.
Yeah.
And man, this game's fantastic.
Yeah. Surprise hit of 2017.
And I mean, I didn't know much about it. Like, I kind of felt I was going to be in this kind of relive this day over and over again. I thought that was going to take a lot longer, but you're out of that scenario in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you want an easy achievement when you're in the simulation, jump into the propeller blades.
Oh,
thank you.
Jump in. You only have one opportunity to do this, maybe two, to actually kill yourself with the helicopter blades.
Oh, I saw something about that. Yeah.
And don't forget to recycle yourself. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty good. Oh man,
that was a good oops.
Anything else you played this past week?
No, I can't. I would think I'm closing in on the end of this game, but there's so much stuff to run around and do, and I kind of want to do it all.
And a second playthrough, so you can be a mimic.
Yeah, if I can, my save file will survive me finishing the game. Sure, I will do everything.
Yeah.
But
all right, Moon, what have you played this week?
I've had a really, really busy week this week, so not a whole lot, if I'm completely honest. Binding of Isaac, again, Wednesday. Don't know what time it goes up, whenever it goes up.
Midnight.
Okay, so yes, first thing Wednesday morning. Yes, check out the Binding of Isaac show. T-Bomber,
yep.
Yes. To, abbreviate it a little bit further. But yeah, check out that for all of our weekly news in regards to Isaac. I haven't been at the apartment a whole lot this week, so I've been playing some mobile games. I will mention two, because I've talked about the rest. Ad infinitum. One of the ones I've actually already talked about a lot. Animation Throwdown. Guess what? They updated it again. Guess what? They made it worse again.
Oh my god.
They...
Kind of makes me happy Google won't update for me now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way you used to be able to grind out cards by doing the story mode, basically, you could grind the story mode and get good cards. Yeah, they've changed that. You don't get cards for doing that anymore. Now you get Giggity Watts, and I apologize if this breaks the rules of the show, Boston, but you get Giggity Watts or Golden Teds, and
that's more $4.99 specific.
The golden Tage you need to collect 1,000 of them in order to buy a random pack of 3 cards.
Oh,
which
God.
Specifically...
Of 3?
Yes.
What pace do you earn the golden turds?
Not quick enough.
Of course.
That's such a bummer, because the original plan of it, you replaying the levels to get a chance at getting these cards was fine because it was grindy enough.
Yes, the first time you do it, you will still the first time you complete a level on bronze, you get basically 3 of the standard really bad card for that.
Sure.
When you complete it on silver, you get 2 of the middle card, and when you complete it on gold, you get 1 of the best card.
Okay.
Now, that's all you get from that level. Once you've done that, it goes up to Onyx difficulty, and then Onyx difficulty is a new difficulty they've added in.
It's real Gears of War stuff here.
Yes. And when you complete that, you get a chance of either money, Giggity Watts, or golden turds. And it is not worth the grind.
Yeah, for real.
You're talking...
That sounds awful.
1,000 golden turds for 1 pack of cards. I believe it's 3. I think I would open it, but I have the chat open, so I'm not going to. But it's literally the entire guild has been complaining about it. Every single one of our guild members is, no, we don't like this. They are going to hear about this from the community. They're probably going to change it back. I can only imagine them changing it back to what it was.
I mean, during pre-show, we were talking about my displeasure for Marvel Avengers Academy, where I feel like I'm being punished for having played it long enough that it's very much splitting into haves and have-nots, and it sounds like Animation Throwdown. I was like, sure, if you want to spend money, look at all this great stuff you can get. You have all this huge amount of content you can get. If you don't, I'm sure you have a lot of time because you're going to grind the hell out of some turds. That's not a show title.
This is... Got to me before I could write it down. I mean, that's the thing, is it's... Apparently it's been brought in because people have figured out what the best combination of cards are, and now you have people with full decks of those combos.
Oh, sure.
Fifth Horseman, TVGP community member, is one of those people.
Right.
The problem now is what we have a bunch of people who have that deck, have that all sorted, all prepared, and then you got other people like me who don't. And now I have no way of getting up to the same level as 5th because I can't legitimately get the cards needed by grinding out the story mode. So what you've done then...
Garden just gets higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, instead of like introducing new cards or sort of nerfing some of the cards they have to try and rebalance, instead they just grow that hedge higher and higher.
Yep. I will still play it because I do like our guild. It's genuinely quite fun. Like, you see the conversations that we have, and it's just completely random. It's kind of like a more PG version of Monday Night Game Night, where we're just talking strategies and stuff like that, and what we've all been up to. Again, Fifth Horseman, shout out for him. Top-notch job, keeping that thing nailed down, keeping people under control, getting rid of people who don't belong.
Getting rid of the riffraff.
Yes. Getting rid of the knobs of the group who came in and spent an entire weekend yelling at us.
No, that dude wasn't a knobs. That dude was just angry. For no real reason.
Wait. When do I yell at you guys?
You don't yell, you just look down your nose at us, but that's not that hard considering how tall you are.
You're really painting knobs in a much different light here.
Jeez.
$4.98,
I am
everything
the
was
most
cool.
friendly, approachable human being of my size you will ever meet.
$4.99, we start talking about a witch, and all of a sudden this chasm is drawn between the two of you.
This is the rivalry taken to
because it was BS is what what this is about.
As a moving witch, that shouldn't happen.
This is why the kitty has claws right now.
And the AI who snipes us all when you guys are about to do a run for the safe room, that's just a coincidence.
Oh, God.
You act like that was planned.
Anywho.
Anyway, yes.
Buckle up, kids. I don't think this is going away.
I did delve into the usual games. Actually, quick mention, Grown Gamer in chat. Not to mention, if you don't drop a ton in on Mythics, forget Rumbles, yes. They did introduce new cards. They are essentially... Mythics, yes.
Mythics.
Higher than purples. They're like yellowy orange. And guess what? The only real way to get any is to pay money for them.
I'm so glad. You know what? I can't even delete anything off my phone at this point.
If you could, this would be right there.
Yes. Thank you, Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I played a bunch of mobile games. I haven't been home a whole lot, so the usual rundown, I'm not going to list them because it's ridiculous how many mobile games I play right now. Yes. I did install and start to play because I was feeling a little bit sad because I was disappointed with the state of professional wrestling today, and I haven't been watching it because of that. So I downloaded and installed WWE Champions.
Oh no, is this that collectible card game?
No, it's not the collectible card game.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people. I can't stand those games. I took one look at the Star Wars version of those games and then immediately deleted it. But WWE Champions, stop me if you've heard this before, it's a licensed match 3 game.
Oh. Well, I just recently picked up Marvel Puzzle Quest, so yeah, yes. I'm hearing you.
I have played that game. It's the exact same game.
Okay. Hopefully with a better interface. Marvel Puzzle Quest has not gotten a different interface since it launched.
Yeah, the interface on Marvel Puzzle Quest is iffy. The WWE Champions one is pretty good. It has the standard match 3 stuff. It's the standard free-to-play stuff as well. Buy this, buy that, free currency, pay currency, etc., etc. If you're a fan of professional wrestling and you haven't played a match 3 game in a while, pick it up. It's actually kind of cool.
It features all your favorite wrestlers like John Cena and the other guys.
Come on, name one more. Name one more wrestler.
The Undertaker.
Don't you help? Yes, there you go.
He's still around.
It features...
Gotcha.
It features... Actually, come on. Undertaker retired this year, dude.
Oh, come on.
But yes, it does feature John Cena
Mr. Undertaker.
And the Undertaker.
You had a good run of about 400 years.
Yes, he really did. And it showed every single match for the last 5 of them. But anyway, yes. If you like professional wrestling and you're in the mood for a match 3 game, it's a good way to go. You know, I'm not going to give it a positive, I'm not going to give it a negative, it's just kind of
It just is.
Yes, exactly.
It's not good, it's not bad, it's just on my phone.
Yes, exactly. The final game I played this week, and I sunk a fair bit of time into this over the past 2 days, is Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Oh, yeah. Back on the Lazy Susan.
Yes, back on the Lazy Susan of video games.
Have we finished it yet?
No, we have not.
Oh.
But I'm getting close to the end. I know I am because I've completed all of the board so far, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
To like the way the Assassin's board goes like across the bottom and then up the side. I'm up to...
Oh, that board. Yeah.
Now you understand what I'm talking about.
I thought you were calling the map the board, and I was like, it sort of looks like a board. Yeah, sure, I could get behind that.
No, I've only got like 2 more.
No, don't be silly.
I've got 2 more gang rumbles to clear out, and then the map's all done. Like I just haven't done the final clash yet.
Yeah.
So my takeaway from this game, from putting a little bit of time into it over the past couple of weeks, generally don't talk about it because it's not really worth talking about. The little time I've put into it.
Right.
My takeaway today is I don't care about anyone anymore.
Oh, it's just you will at the ending. I felt about the same at that point where I was like, look, there's like 30 people here right now, and I want to play as Evie some more, and everybody else is a little bit boring, but I think they brought it back.
Well, my wife said to me today, like she saw me playing it, she's like, have you beat the main story? My response was, no. How long does this go on for? I don't know, that's why I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's a little longer than the other ones.
Yeah. I don't care about Henry. I don't care about the weird police officer who's terrible at disguising himself. I don't care about,
I don't remember either one of those characters. Which
one? Darwin?
Henry is the Indian assassin who you first meet at the very first mission of the game.
Oh,
The one that's completely conspicuous, all dressed in white.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't look at me. I'm not an assassin.
And the other guy is a police officer who finds himself some fancy disguises. And he's got the big mullet chops, the big pork chops that go around to the mustache.
Yeah.
And he'll be sweeping, or he'll be dressed as a lady or something, and he'll try and engage you in a conversation. It's like, I know it's you, dude.
I just remember Evie, the dude who's your brother, and then the bad guy.
Yes.
And Jack the Ripper.
They are pretty much the people who I actually have any vested interest in now, and the point I'm up to in the game, there is a conflict. You know what? Forget it. I'm just
game.
You shush. I'm just gonna spoil it. There is a conflict going on between Evie and Jacob, and I don't care.
No, I thought that was kind of crummy because that's so tropey. You could see it from a mile away.
Yeah, brother and sister don't agree on what to do, and you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
The worst part for me is it come out of nowhere. They've had since the start of the game. They've both.
Isn't that how it happens with siblings? It kind of comes out of left field.
Yeah.
Especially twins.
I love you.
I've seen I've seen my fair share of doors getting kicked in with twins fighting. It's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, they have their own ways of doing things. They do it themselves, and then all of a sudden I'm on chapter 8, and they're in like this big blood rivalry with each other. Literally a blood rivalry.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I'm hoping that the final 1 or 2 chapters that I've got left, because I only have 3 secret achievements left, which means chapter, ending. That's pretty much going to be it. I'm hoping that it comes back to it, but I find myself at that same point where I was at after I beat Unity's story, where I'm just playing it to finish it now.
Yeah, just push through it.
Yeah.
I really like that whole ending sequence. Really took that game
those last
well
2 chapters.
Beyond where it needed to go. Yeah.
I'm hoping that does help, but I mean, right now, literally, I was playing it earlier, and I took my headphones off and started listening to a podcast because I didn't care about the things that people were saying.
Yeah, but you'll miss the music boxes.
I've got all the music boxes already, which is one of my. It's one of my favorite unlockable costumes ever. Is what music box unlock.
Yeah, that was a cool costume.
Yes, I can't wear it because my wife hasn't completed the story yet, so I don't want to spoil anything for her.
Oh, well. You need like those privacy filters that they put on monitors in hospitals.
Oh yeah, like one big screen that we can like lift or put down between our TVs.
Yeah, exactly. Your Assassin's Creed screen.
Just get a couple folders and make a little folder for it.
Yeah. Don't look at my test. Come on.
I think our one big problem in the setup we currently have is we cross streams. She sits on the right and her TV is on the left. I sit on the left and my TV is on the right.
Why? Yeah, why would you do that?
You never cross the streams. Pop culture.
That would be bad.
You just move chairs, move TVs, move Xboxes.
It's just the situation with the TVs, with the couches that we've got. It's just
we have wireless controllers. It doesn't matter where you're sitting.
You're gonna be moving anyway, so
exactly.
You get to set up the new one properly.
Yes, it's something that we'll probably sort out when we've moved.
Yeah.
But yes, that's all I've been playing. How about you, Boston? Let's talk about your Persona collection.
I'm done with Persona 5. I've platinumed Persona 5.
Holy... What?
Yeah, 0.7% of players and I have platinum Persona 5. I've never gone through and completed the Demon Compendium in Persona. And I probably won't do it again. I say now, but I will do it in the future.
Yes.
That was a pretty cool experience. There's one thing that they changed in Persona 5 where there are demons that you can't fuse together. You have to catch them in dungeons. And those were the last 2 I needed. So I had to wait until literally the last day in the game be able to go get them. So that was fun.
Is it a dungeon that you can only get on that last day?
No, it's just you get, based on story beats, the more story you've seen, the higher level of those demons are in the dungeons. So, I max ranked all the confidants. I read all the books. I played all the video games, which, yes, that video game, the fighting video game, was total BS. You had to put in a half circle movement, and then it's like half circle and then the other direction and the X button. That was not fun in a game that isn't meant to do that. I'm happy to be done with Persona 5 because I've never gone to that level in a Persona game before. Usually I'll play through once and I'll do everything I want to do. In my second playthrough, I'll kind of play a little bit and then get a little bit bored of it, but I really wanted to see the full compendium on this one and get all the relationships to max level because I liked a lot of them.
get them special bonuses from being in a relationship with teachers and nurses.
Yeah, some of those were weird. I don't.
I've been hearing some creepy stuff.
What have you been hearing?
About how is it the teacher, I think it is, who gives you that bonus that you were talking about, where when you get it up to the max, you can continue to do nighttime activities.
Yeah,
quotation marks.
Yeah, but
when
nighttime
you're tired.
Activities shouldn't be in quotation marks because it's actually you can go do stuff at night.
And you learn this skill from a fully grown adult human being as a young teenager.
That's one of the more problematic confidant relationships. Her max rank benefit is super huge, though, because normally what'll happen is you'll go into a dungeon after school, and then when you go back to your house at night, the game will say, like, look, you're too tired to do any of this stuff because you went in the dungeon. You have to go to sleep.
Get your butt to bed.
Right. If you have her maxed out and you take care of that, you take advantage of that benefit, then at night you can go sell stuff at the shop, you can go hang out with one of your friends, you can go hang out in the Velvet Room to do all your demon fusing, you can go to the gym if you'd like. So it effectively doubles the amount of time you have in the game. And I ran out of stuff with probably about a month and a half left in the game, just taking advantage of that. So it's such a huge bonus. But yeah, man, if it hasn't been any indication of the past 200 hours I've put into Persona 5, Persona 5 is really great, and I think if you're someone who has been interested in the Persona series, I think 5, between how well it plays and its quality of life improvements, I think that's really the one to start with. It doesn't have... I mean, it has some wink and nod, fan service hooks to other Persona games, but it's not like it starts after the ending of Persona 4. None of that stuff. So it really is standalone. I can't recommend it enough. I think it's... I can't think of another game where I've played over 100 hours in one playthrough and not been totally sick of it. And then hopped into a second playthrough.
That's what I ran into when I played P3P. It's one of those games that's like, you know what, there's so much to do in it. I've done so much the first playthrough. Let's go back and see what else.
Yeah. Well, and you carry all your social skills forward, so famously in this one there's there's 5 ranks to every skill. The guy that runs the weapons shop, you need rank 4 of guts. I wish they would have translated that differently. Should have been courage.
Grit.
Yeah. You need rank 4 of guts to start his confidant relationship. And you can start that at the beginning of the game second time through. So that is the stuff I really like doing.
There's also the flower thing I heard about.
Flower thing?
Yeah, kindness is it that you need to get up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple of relationships that need kindness to start.
Yeah, and something about like planting a flower will get you kindness up. Or
there's a So at the very beginning of the game, your guardian, who has taken you in after the events that happened before the game, where you have a criminal record and you got kicked out of school.
You're a phantom thief.
Yeah. He dumps you in the attic of his shop and just says, you live here now, sort it out. You eventually sort of clean up the attic and you unearth this really giant plant and you can feed it plant food to increase your kindness. So, Persona 5. I fed a plant food and that made me
shop of hoarders on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't recommend enough. Knobs, I hope at some point, once the 2017's crazy release schedule slows down, I hope you can give that game a shot, because I think for as much as Persona 4 pushed you away by it being a little vague about what you're supposed to do next, Persona 5 addresses that a lot by not only Morgana always saying, like, when you wake up, if you have something important to do, he'll always be like, hey, man, shouldn't we be doing this? And it's like, oh, yeah, right. Okay. Well, I'm going to hang out with my friend first, but yeah, maybe tomorrow. But you can always hit the touchpad to see what other people are doing, where it's like, okay, 85% of people went into the dungeon. Probably a good day for me to go do that, because it's getting to the end of the deadline. So it's way kinder about doing some of that stuff.
Yeah, that was the thing that threw me off of Persona 4 was just I didn't know who I had left to talk to, and I couldn't find anyone else.
Yeah,
I just got stuck.
The great part about Persona 5 too is on the map. If you hit the square button, it'll show you which one of your confidants are hanging out in that area, and which one you can rank up by going to talk to them. So they've made virtually everything way easier in this one to just get around and do what you want to do. So highly recommend Persona 5. That is, so far Persona 5 and Yakuza 0 are kind of neck and neck for the top of my top 10 this year. I probably need to play 10 games this year at some point. But
don't worry, you've only got, Nier Automata to go now?
Well, so that was actually, my initial thought was, well, I'll just pop in Nier and I'll start that. And I was like, I need to play something different. I don't think I should hop from a huge 200-hour JRPG and hop into a huge, super depressing, very weird JRPG. So I think I'm going to play Recore. I don't think I could get further away from a highly polished JRPG than another...
And a clunky third-person platformer.
Yeah,
good choice.
A clunky third-person Inafune platformer, which we know from Mighty No. 9 is just gonna be great.
Yes.
So I figured I'll probably hop into that one next. And it'll give me some time with my Xbox One. It's pretty dusty, so I gotta dust that guy off and get with the loading times of Recore, which are still bad because I fired
that would say that would be the only bad thing I'd have to say about Prey is the loading it's painful at times.
It's so new though that I'm hoping they'll find a way to address that. At least Recore is kind of done. It's sort of you're not playing on PC.
Patch in there.
Sorry. So, all right, but that's all I played this week. So let's take a break.
Cool. Right back.
1, 8. I need to wrangle some cats right now.
Have fun herding cats.
I have been assaulted several times during the show so far.
On tape.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually had to grab my keys at one point. Yeah, one of them's a nightmare sometimes, and the other one's a nightmare all the time.
Yeah. Hi, chat. How's everyone doing?
Hi, Boston.
Wait a minute. That's not Chat's voice. All right, let's see if there are any news stories.
Thank you.
There are not. Let's check Gaff.
Get out.
Oh boy, E3 is coming up. Holy crap. When is that happening? June 12th. Oh my god, it's less than a month away. What are Nintendo's E3 plans here? Nintendo Spotlight, Treehouse, and live tournaments. That's about it. We're only waiting on Ubisoft. Okay. What else do we have here that's interesting? Yeah, Tekken 7 coming out. A Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, couple of soundtrack trailers. A little bit of gameplay. Actually, I think that's not really coming across. Boy, that game looks good. Final Fantasy 12. I'm excited they redid the music though. Yeah. Boss battle soundtrack. Oh, hello.
Hi. Amazon, let's try this again.
Both of those are good. Oops. Check out the third one here. Which one's the third one?
Third one, what?
Of Ravenaster. Oh, Square Enix put out 4 new trailers for Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. And it's all... They redid the soundtrack with a full orchestra. So it's all like, hey, here's the new songs. Please don't be angry at us like Final Fantasy X.
Huh. What is going on with this?
Ooh, one of my favorite tracks. Here we go. Comments are disabled for this video. Smart moves. I should have gone to pee. We don't have much.
Go pee now.
Nah. I'll hold it. I'll just push us real hard.
Okay. 8. 2020.
Oh, man.
Please tell me Nobs isn't reading his card information out on live stream.
It's just the expiration date. Good luck guessing the other, 16 digits?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a hint. Has a 0 in it. Boom. Don't answer that. Alright, I'm ready to start whenever you're done, Nobs.
Hold on. I'm almost there.
That's what she said. I couldn't help it.
Okay. So, what would be the easiest way to do this? Did I get an email for that? Oh man, I got signed into my Yahoo. Damn it.
That is the exact same reaction I have whenever I find out that I need to sign into that as well.
Next. I have no idea what this password is.
Oh, God.
Wow, I can't believe I got that right. Yeah, it looks good. Whatever.
Sure.
Okay. No, what? I understand the risks.
Okay. Is Nobs like signing up for some fucking surgery that's gonna, make a villain?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Okay, good, but come on, let's face it. If we all got superpowers, Nobs would be the villain.
Of course, villains are awesome. I'll be in purple.
That's really all it is. It's not about good or evil. It's just about being purple.
It is.
Yes. That's why he likes Vegeta so much. White and purple. It would be helpful if I said the right name there. Frieza, not Vegeta. Oh, my brain is
some
so
sort of cold thing.
Oh my god, why is this so difficult?
It's the internet.
I don't even know what he's doing. He might be ordering a bride for himself.
Dude. Do I really seem that lonely? Jesus.
Oh no, I don't think I've ever met anyone more happy with themselves than you.
What are you talking about?
That sounded to come across wrong. And so did that sentence.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm talking about I've never met anybody as happier in their own company than you. Like, I hate being alone. Like, legit.
I don't necessarily like it.
No, but you seem content. Bless you.
Not really. Okay. He should have a surprise for him when he comes back.
What the fuck did you do?
Gave him something better to play other than Recore.
Oh, jeez. Was it Dragon Ball Z?
No. Which, thinking about it, fuck, I should have trolled him.
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. No, I mean, I have a lot of creature comforts that keep me distracted, but...
Yeah.
Gets kind of old talking to my dogs all the time, though.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I get it. I've got 2 cats. They're even worse listeners.
Yeah, at least they stay put when you're talking to them. Yeah.
No, they fucking don't. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they do.
I start talking to one of ours and fucking...
No, I'm talking about my dogs.
Oh. Yes, dogs definitely do. Your dogs are big softies, though. Like, they're fucking stuck to you like fucking glue.
Yeah.
I still love the fact that they hate that bathroom door being closed.
Jesus. That was a train wreck. I had to put them outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my hair's like all over the place. I took a shower.
Yeah. But, like, literally, there's me, you, and fucking Scott all in your house at the same time. The second I go to the bathroom, or anyone goes to that bathroom, they fucking lose the shit.
Yeah, they think it's a murder going on in there. What I think it might be is when my spigot like has like that little thing of it, like under a certain amount of pressure, it has like a whistle. I think there might be a really high whine to it
that we can't hear, but they can.
I think that might be what's winding them up.
Boop.
Yeah.
Hey, Boston, check.
I thought you went to pee.
What's up?
Check your inbox.
Check my inbox. Oh God. Boy, what happened now? Ah, crap. Oh, you bought it for the wrong platform.
Well, you said you wanted to play sometime in your Xbox One.
Yeah, but not like this. Thank you, Knobs.
What was it? Because he didn't actually tell me.
It's Prey.
Ah.
Just unfortunate I have to play it with a garbage controller.
Fuck you.
Alright.
You didn't make the controller. Okay, I don't see why you give a shit.
Okay, we'll do it this way. Forward that over to Moon, and I'll get you on PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Alright, just give me a minute.
I don't mean I'm not spitting in your face, just to be clear. I do very much appreciate the gift. Now Moon should have that code. Oh, I forgot to enter the HDTV smart home today. Let's do that while we're waiting.
What?
The HDTV smart home. You can win a home and a car and $100,000, which is just to pay for the taxes, most likely.
Was this California only by any chance?
No, the house is in somewhere. Where is it this year?
It's gonna be fucking Missouri.
No, it's in Arizona. The other one's in Georgia.
I actually have friends over in Arizona.
There you go. You always ask them, why the hell do you live in Arizona?
Family reasons, in her case.
That's so hot.
Yes.
That is arid.
Yeah, last summer she sent us a video of someone frying a steak on their car bonnet.
Gross.
On a cooking sheet. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't like directly on the bonnet. It was on a cooking sheet on the bonnet.
I mean, the heat was gross.
Yes.
I mean, you can do whatever you want with your steak, man.
What if Amazon's gonna be like, hey, this is kind of fishy.
Oh my god! Doing this? I think, by the way, that I finally managed to get my Xbox account transferred over to an American one. I think.
I think Microsoft's just lying to you. We're like, oh, we totally did it. Wink.
Well, I was talking with an actual human. I did get sent to 4 different departments trying to fix this issue.
Your determination in this issue is admirable. I would have given up like a long time ago.
It's because it limits my purchase and stuff. Like, for example, I can't get games with gold because it doesn't classify an American payment as a valid payment for my account.
Right.
Even though my Xbox is set to American.
Yeah, like, it's not like just buying digital games where it's like, oh, I'll just get a card and I'll apply it to this and it'll be fine. But redeem codes. Oh god, I have to sign in. Oh, okay. I have 2-factor authentication turned on.
Well, clearly you need to speak to them about Best Buy and their 3-factor authentication.
Yeah. Thank you, Knobs. I appreciate the gift.
How is... Oh, jeez.
Where's my download list? There it is.
Yeah, it took me about 2 hours to get Amazon to unblock my account as well, for the exact same reason. Because they
Amazon is a bunch of real jerks about that stuff.
Yeah. Google's really iffy about anytime I sign in to a new device. Like, I had to reset my phone recently, and I signed in. It was like, "This is in America. Are you there?" It's like, I've been here for fucking months.
I'm good, man. You know where I am. You're Google tracking me.
I forgot that changed my account on the.
I forgot that when you redeem a code on the PSN store on the website, it won't let you download the thing then and there, because it's weird.
Well, I hope not, considering we're doing a podcast on the internet right now.
That's fine. It'd be fine. Okay, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Hold on, I'm paying my DirecTV bill now.
So good.
Weren't expecting that one, were you?
I was not. Now I have another game to add on my list to put on the pile.
I better make some fucking room on that lazy Susan.
Yeah, I gotta start Mass Effect Andromeda too. Shout out to Jimbo Jangles for sending me that.
And you thought you weren't going to be able to play anything because you weren't working.
Yeah, I know. What a fool I was. Oh, man.
Alright,
I'm not pulling up the show notes this week because I don't have 2 phones with me. I only have 1.
Well, it will be a surprise.
Yes. I'm hoping I know of 1 news story at least.
We have 1 good news story and 3 bummers.
Well, I know 1 of the bummers.
Yeah. Oh, and I just looked up, E3 is in less than a month, so...
Oh, jeez.
At least I will be at work for E3 this time. Although I worked at a video game company, so we were encouraged to watch it. This year they were going to make all of us go.
Oh, wow.
And if you didn't go, you were forced to take a vacation day.
When is that this year? Is it like 12th. The first week?
11th, 12th, 13th.
Oh god. Well, that should be fun because that might be the week I might miss the show because of moving.
Son of a... Just do it from your phone in a car. It should be fun.
Yes. Yeah. You've got backups for that.
Yeah. You know, my backup recording lately has
Oh yeah, it failed last week, didn't it?
It has developed a click, which is just great for listening to a super long audio show.
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude. All of this stuff is just making me want a new computer. is happening, Knobs? Do you see a spider?
Yes, he does.
This is why I like cats. They're going to get up there, they're going to eat that spider. And then spit it up later.
Our cat Sherlock, like, I didn't know this about him because we have very few insects in this apartment. He found a fly the other day. He came in through one of the open windows. He literally puts it in his mouth, swishes it around a bit, and then spits it out while it's still alive. And then puts it in his mouth, and then swishes it around a bit, and then spits it out while it's still alive.
True killer.
Yes.
Is that a spider?
No, it was a silverfish.
Ugh, gross.
They're kind of harmless.
Oh, they're so gross.
Silverfish equals woodlouse?
No, it's like a... It's an insect with like a shiny silverback.
Yeah, and it's powdery when you kill it. Like it smears everywhere. It's it's like, it looks like a teardrop, and it's got two antennae that go like that.
Yeah, and its shell is got lines across the back in like a wave formation going up.
It kind of looks like a horseshoe crab.
Yeah, that's a woodlouse.
Woodlouse.
They're silverfish here. The ones that I will literally run across the room
those are
to
so
kill.
Gross. No, that woodlouse is not a silverfish. I hate bugs.
The thousand leggers. I hate those things because they bite. And
At
they're
my old
so
apartment,
quick.
we had house centipedes, which are harmless, but they're just move fast. Gross.
Yeah,
bugs are gross.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the face of Boston when he googled that.
He googled woodlouse. What kind of fucking moron am I? Oh, I hate bugs. Let me look at a giant picture of a bug. Idiot.
Giant tropical centipedes.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep. All right, you ready? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. We got releases this week for May 15th, 2017. Farpoint for the PlayStation VR.
I had forgotten about this game, but this is the first-person shooter where you're on Mars. I think this debuted with the PSVR, like when they showed it that one E3. So I'm kind of happy it's coming out. That could be a pretty cool experience, as long as the controls are good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, might be. And wrapping up this week, Injustice 2 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
I thought I had removed...
Out.
I thought I had removed PC. It's not out on PC yet. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, I had looked up to see why, and seems like they might do the same thing they did with the first Injustice, was wait until all the DLC is out and then toss that on PC.
Yeah.
So...
Well, after the colossal failure that was MKX on PC, I can kind of get it.
They'll take their time porting fighting games to Steam. Yeah. I didn't play the first Injustice because it didn't look like my cup of tea, but there's a lot of characters in this one.
Yeah, there's a lot that looks really cool.
Yeah.
And of course, I will probably jump on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm interested in the series, like, thanks to Knobs. Like, I'm definitely super interested after reading the comics.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, like, I don't know where that's going in the comics, because Brainiac never shows up. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if this is going to be a different timeline now. Well, it probably is, because it's DC, and it's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know, because after I feel like I got burned after MK10, because the Mortal Kombat comic was so great, and then it did not follow any of the shenanigans that happened.
Oh, weird.
Well, I think that's the thing with the Injustice comics, like, the first year of it, it was only supposed to be a one-shot, wasn't it, like, the first year? Yeah. And then it garnered so much positive reputation because of it. I think they might have expected to maybe do an Injustice 2 one day, but they probably didn't expect the comic to take off the way it's taken off. So
it went 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it went like 8 years plus. Well, I think it went 9 years in the comic timeline, which was, and it did not disappoint. That was a lot of fun. It kind of fizzled out towards the end there, but
yeah.
Up until that point, that was a crazy ride. I didn't even know how they could even possibly finish it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's a fighting game. I'm interested in it. I will not buy it because I have learned from my mistakes of buying fighting games, playing it for 2 weekends, and then never playing them again.
Well, I haven't learned that lesson, so...
Well, especially with a game like this, you know they're going to come out with some Game of the Year or Gold or Complete Edition that's going to have all this DLC and whatever future DLC they announce, so... I mean, if you're not super invested in the franchise or you don't love NetherRealm fighters and you're not, like, competitive, there's no reason not to wait.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to news stories. Like I mentioned in the break, we have 1 rumor and 3 bummer news stories, so let's just dive right into it. I am super hungry for any sort of Assassin's Creed news, so now deleted Reddit account posted a screenshot that's an image taken off of a TV of the new Assassin's Creed game.
Looks like Norse is the new Greece.
Like a dummy. I just ate it right up. Yeah, so this shows, it's still rumored to be called Assassin's Creed Origins, which, stop. But this rumor still seems to be that it's going to be in Egypt. Featuring a lot of boats, which shouldn't shock anyone. A lot of people are like, oh, boats. It's like, they've been here for a while. Yeah. And they're good. So, the rumor is that it's going to be released at the end of the year, which is kind of surprising. Here, either early 2018 or at the end of this year. And
I'm hoping 18.
Yeah, I'd like a little bit of breathing room before I dive into what appears to be an open world Assassin's Creed game, which seems like kind of a gamble at this point, because there's a lot of open world games, and this seems like something that they could really screw up pretty easily.
I mean, if I load that game up, if I climb to the top of the nearest pyramid and synchronize my thing, and there's 1,000,000 markers on my map, I might be done.
Well, you know that's going to happen.
They need to minimize the markers. Like, they need to take out some of the stuff in there because there's too much in it that's so repetitive over and over and over again.
Yeah. Well, and, or do something like Horizon Zero Dawn did, where it's more dynamic about, well, here's the stuff that's in your vicinity, not here's 400 icons that are on your complete map. That'd be, if you want to show all that stuff, make that an option, but make it a little bit better about filtering what is available for you. Because if you're gonna have an open world Assassin's Creed game, it's almost a guarantee you're gonna have just a butt ton of icons on that map.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can manage it. And the thing I'm really hoping for is they've taken a lot of time between for an Assassin's Creed game. 2 years is a lot of time. They've taken a lot of time away. I hope that translates into a quality game and not a big game.
I think
both,
at this point, they definitely need to go quality over quantity because they've done quantity so many consecutive years.
Yeah,
they need to change it up. Also, I'm hoping for early 2018 because I want a summer to play that, not a Christmas filled with every other big game coming out over Christmas.
Yeah, just come out in March.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next story, rumor is that BioWare Montreal is restructuring, and as a side effect of that restructuring, it looks like Mass Effect's future is on hold. The studio director says there's much more to come from BioWare in the years ahead. You might want to notice that doesn't mean Mass Effect.
Nope.
So
here's what I don't get. It's not that bad. It does not deserve the fervor that it's been getting.
BioWare came out and they said, look, it's not because of sales. It's just we're restructuring. It looks like they're supporting the online stuff of Andromeda, but it looks like they're ramping up for the new IP that they're working on.
Doesn't that just get delayed too?
Yeah, unfortunately. It's like codename Dylan, something weird.
I mean, maybe the delay is what caused this to happen. Like, it's just a coincidence that Andromeda's in there, but it's, new IP needs to get delayed because we need more X, Y, and Z on it. Well, we've got an entire studio over here that's just finished all their stuff. Let's get them on the IP instead. And to be honest, let's face it, it's not going to be the end of Mass Effect. They're going to go more with it. The only difference is it'll come from a different studio. How many BioWares are out there now?
A handful. I don't remember off the top of my head.
But I mean, it's not like
unlike Mass Effect 1, not the gaming at large isn't clamoring for a sequel. A lot of people finished it and they're like, "That was good. I'm okay. That's more Mass Effect. Like we're okay for now." When Mass Effect 1 came out, it's like that was a different experience, and I would really like more of that. And there isn't that clamoring this time.
Well, how many times can they go back to the well? Because they've been double dipping with Mass Effect and Dragon Age for a decade now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dragon Age, seems to be asleep right now too, sort of for the better.
Yeah, I didn't play Inquisition, but my wife said it was basically like probably the best Dragon Age game she's played, and she's a BioWare super fan.
Yeah.
So if she's saying that is her best Dragon Age, then I'm 100% believer in that front.
Let me give you a preview. You played Space Inquisition.
Oh, I know.
They're both
that's
very
exactly
similar.
what she said. She said it's the Dragon Age engine rather than the any Mass Effect thing. It's more like the Dragon Age engine than anything else. But I mean, this is also EA. EA don't really care whether there's clamour for a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
There was clamour for a Mirror's Edge sequel. They took way too long making it, and
they rebooted it in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they made a mistake in doing that. How many people said they had enough of Battlefront straight off the bat? And what do you know? We've got another Battlefront coming. EA don't care. EA are going to do what they think will sell. And I think, like it or not, I think Mass Effect as a name sells.
Well, and I think BioWare as a studio is in a really precarious position right now. Dragon Age Inquisition didn't exactly light up the charts like a lot of people thought it would. The Witcher 3 did that instead, and everyone said, yeah, Witcher 3 is the open world RPG you want to play instead. Mass Effect Andromeda did fine sales-wise, had, a bit of a hard time perception-wise, and reviews-wise it did pretty well. But, that's another one where you look at it and you go, we don't need to come out with a sequel right now, so we can sort of sit on that one for a while and maybe kind of give BioWare a little bit of breathing room to make something else. We have plenty of other studios to pick up the slack for a little bit longer development time. So, yeah, it's a bummer because more Mass Effect would be great, but if they're going to take their time with it, then hopefully we'll see a bit more of a stable experience and less dead eyes, maybe.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was a thing. It's fine.
It's patched.
All right, guys, you can't be wagging your tail down there, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Next news story. This one is a genuine surprise. Square Enix drops Hitman developer IO Interactive.
What?
Yeah, that blew my mind. I saw Gersman tweet about this, and Gersman had the best tweet ever in response to this. Jeff Gersman over at Giant Bomb, he tweeted, Person A, we've made one of the greatest games of 2016. Person B, I knew they'd love Final Fantasy 15. Person A, no, we're talking about Hitman. Person B, oh, cool, let's sell them as soon as possible.
Yeah, they said that at the end of their fiscal year, Square Enix recorded an extraordinary loss, their terms, of almost 5 billion yen, which is about $43 million, in costs associated with divesting itself of IO Interactive. This is one of those things where the public and critical reception of this game really must not have translated into sales at all, because this seemed like a winner for Square Enix. It seemed like a snowball that just rolled downhill for the entirety of that game's season. And then to hear, like, all right, it's all done, get the hell out. It's sort of like, wait, you're not making a sequel?
To be completely honest, I don't buy this. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't buy that their record loss or whatever is because of this. Like, they pulled the same thing a couple of years ago, saying how they'd made record losses and they blamed it on Tomb Raider. It's like, well, maybe.
So here's the funny part. They recorded record profits this year because of Final Fantasy 15 and Rise of the Tomb Raider. They recorded an extraordinary loss in costs of kicking IO Interactive out. So they were saying, like, we had a really great year, but man, kicking this dude out of my house just cost me a ton of money. So, whatever. So, like, it's sort of two Square Enixes right now, and it's very weird. Final Fantasy 15 did really well for them. Come on. Rise of the Tomb Raider was great, but,
Don't get me wrong, 15 did... I think it did well. I don't think that they've got... I mean, obviously, this is coming from a fan's perspective. I don't see the spreadsheets. I don't see the black and red lines on the charts. Yeah, 15 did great. 15 looks fantastic. 15 apparently sold really well. At the same time, go away if you're going to sit there and say that this thing, which, don't get me wrong, they've done a lot of stuff for it, Final Fantasy 15, and they're going to basically put the boot to potentially one of the best things they could have a little patience with.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, it's right now it's nothing but profit. They've got the engine, they've got everything they need. It's put a little bit of time in, get season 2 underway, get season 2 going, and the cost ratio for that goes completely down, rather than their usual trick of let's build a new engine from scratch for this new game that we're going to do.
Well, and they had the patience over season 1 when it launched. Even us on this show was like, this is a dumb idea. Like, making an episodic Hitman game, this is just the dumbest. And watching it roll out episode after episode and get better and better and better, and the perception and sales seeming to get better. And then I would have expected at E3 them to say, like, all right, Hitman 2 or Hitman Season 2, like, boom, coming out end of this year, episode 1.
No, step in my office. Why? Because you're fired.
It's one of those news stories where you read and you're like, all right, Hitman, what? Like, they're gone? So...
I mean, this also, it kind of smacks to me of the whole thing that the Persona devs were talking about, like the American branch of the Persona devs, like their phraseology in that press release that they made about the quote-unquote Japanese masters are the ones who are making this decision. It just smacks to me of Japan doesn't understand the rest of the world's like way of doing things.
Yeah. Well, I think my only hope at this point is somebody scoops up IO Interactive pretty quickly and says, I hope you've been working on Hitman 2 or Hitman Season 2, because we want to get that thing out of the door, and let's just kind of keep the ball rolling. I'd be surprised if Square Enix kept the IP for Hitman. Seems like something they really wouldn't be interested in if they're kicking those guys out of bed.
Hey, Microsoft, I heard you want games.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, you lock that thing down.
American 100%. Developer, American studio, throw some money at it. Yes.
Crackdown
Millions
3.
of people on screen at once.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if Microsoft had done it with Minecraft, I don't think they'd strip it from other platforms.
No, sure, yeah.
It's too successful, I think, for them to just keep it there. So do the whole second party thing, own them, but let them do what they want to do.
Yep, and make your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have that Microsoft logo show up on Sony products again.
Yeah, baffling. And last news story here, sort of a bummer for a game I've liked. Alan Wake of Remedy Entertainment Interactive? Remedy.
Yeah, Remedy.
Is disappearing. So until May 15th, which is the day this episode is coming out, if you're watching live now, you can go get the game on Steam for $3. American Nightmare is going to stay around, but Alan Wake is being delisted because of music licensing issues, which Remedy was saying that if they could, they would patch it out, but apparently it's pervasive in the game enough that it isn't really possible.
I was curious if that was Poets of the Fall stuff, but Poets of the Fall stuff only actually happens in that game twice.
Yeah.
So it can't be that. It's got to be like the ambient background music.
Totally. Yeah.
But if you purchase, so that purchases it in perpetuity.
Yeah, you'll
selling the game.
Yeah, it's the same, Steam stuff that always happens, where it's like you bought a license and you can re-download it at any time. Just like if you download it digitally on 360, you'll be able to re-download it. But basically, as of tomorrow, physical and digital are going away for Alan Wake. Doesn't affect American Nightmare, but kind of a bummer, because that's a cool, unique game that I'm disappointed that people won't be able to easily and legitimately play that in the future.
I mean, I love that game. I played it years after the fact. Like, I think I only played it last year.
Yeah.
And I genuinely really like that game a lot.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate, and both me and my wife both say, go out and go get it now. We love Alan Wake.
Especially for $3.
Go buy it.
Like,
exactly. I mean, it's a 90% discount, I think they've got it on right now.
It's 90% off, yeah. So, even if you don't play it for a couple of years, you'll have it. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to tweets. Soulman writes in and says,
"What?
Hey, Soulman, thoughts on Microsoft doing away with the Windows 32 on Windows 10s and the impact on Steam, GOG, and Chrome?" I had to look this up because this is a news story I missed. So, I don't know if you guys remember Windows RT on the Surface when the Surface came out originally.
Yep.
Nope.
So, Windows 10s, it stands for Secure, if I remember correctly. Basically, it's something that's aimed at education in the business markets, where you can only download and install apps that are in the Windows Store. And that basically cuts 32-bit applications off at the knee, and anything that isn't in the store you can't really install, very similar to Windows RT. He's asking, what's the impact with doing away with Windows 32, and what does that mean for Steam, GOG, and Chrome? I think Microsoft in this instance doesn't care, because it's like a focused version of the operating system. It's like, to me, it's like the Windows Server. That's for a very specific sort of purpose, and it's not, compatible with your applications. Yeah, sorry, you're looking for like Windows 10 Pro.
Yeah.
It's about time that Microsoft is starting to speak. As an IT guy and a super nerd, it's about time that Microsoft is speaking seriously about getting rid of 32-bit. They have needed to for about a decade. And they already have a solution. It's called WoW. It's Windows on Windows. That's what Windows Server uses to run Windows 32-bit applications. Just do that. Sorry, I'm getting an inside baseball here, but they have to pull the Band-Aid off at some point, and it's gonna affect a lot of this stuff, but
they'll figure out ways around it.
Well,
remember when they did away with DOS? Come on.
Yeah, it's still there, unfortunately.
But no, I mean not the prevalence that we had to use it growing up.
Now it's just PowerShell. But yeah, I think when you look at stuff like this, I think the move towards 64-bit needs to happen aggressively, because so much stuff nowadays is already supports that stuff so aggressively that pulling off that Band-Aid should be pretty easy in 2017. Unless you're running, a spreadsheet application from, you're running WordPerfect 7 from 1983. You're probably going to.
That's where your database is. You're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Like. You need to get in Office 365 if that's where you're living right now.
I mean, I think in a way it's got like you said, it's focused on business and education. So okay, I'm sure business owners and education people will be perfectly happy that
lock that thing down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of it, you're not going to hear if a big company comes out and says, "Why did you do this? You've ruined this aspect of our company, Microsoft. We're going to file a lawsuit against you because you've caused our other software to stop."
Right.
Then all that's going to do is expose big, huge companies to why are you using software from 1999?
Oh,
and then
it's
filing
so prevalent.
a lawsuit. I know, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping it will do. It will get companies to kick themselves up and actually modernize a little bit. And I understand you've got to go with the lowest common denominator. You've got to go with Bob in accounting who doesn't understand that a mouse is what moves the cursor.
Mm-hmm.
And why he works in accounting, I don't know.
Yeah, you got to put everything on zip disk.
Yeah, the frightening thing is you would be shocked to find how many large and small institutions are still running XP.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and it's not even like originally it was a fear of, well, it looks different, and that was a big fear of Windows 10 was, well, they're not going to understand because it has the different start screen instead of the start menu.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a different beast, but now it's just, it really is, as someone who was pushing change like that, it really just is the fear of change. It looks different, you know, even getting people to move from like Office 2003 to Office 2007, where it looks different, but now you can find the things you want to do, was just, and I get it. You have your process, you work the same every day, you clock in, you clock out, you do your job. I get it. But at some point, it needs to move forward.
Change.
And
well, same thing. Like, remember how what a crap show Outlook was when it first started coming out, and now it's one of the most useful tools you have on your desktop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, and the thing to remember, I think, about Windows 10s is it's not what Bob from accounting is going to run on his desktop, because he still needs to run Office. You're probably running it through Office 365, which is its own nightmare. Although that's a really great product, don't get me wrong. It's really for like a computer lab in a school, especially like at a high school. So somebody can't come in and install like, I want to come in and install Steam, and I'm going to play League of Legends in the classroom. You know, it's really it's for that level of control that, you know, schools and certain businesses are looking for. It's not really for, like, nobody's going to run it. No one's going to build a $2,000 gaming rig and put Windows 10s on it. Like, you're not going to... You're going to put Windows 10 Pro, you know? Like,
I see a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
No, dude, you're going to roll Windows 95 on that. Strip it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back down to, you know, DOS 6. But, I mean, that's why you have so many different versions. It's the same thing I was talking about before. You're not going to run Windows Server 2014 on your gaming rig. It's not built for that. You know, it's built for a specific purpose. You're going to run Windows 10 Pro because it has the stuff you're gonna want. Like built-in game capture, which is just not great. Dan Schneer in YouTube chat says Vista. So, yeah, let's...
Dan's watching the show?
The best. Apparently that is someone you know. So yeah, let's run Vista there. Their most stable OS. that'd be really great.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get to the bottom of this mystery now.
That would that'd be a really great thing to put on your new machine. I would actually like to see that nowadays.
But yeah, by the way, Boston, if you want an absolute nightmare, the most recent episode of the Beastcast, they were talking about an issue similar to this.
Oh, no.
And in order to file expense reports, they need to use like a PC that's running Vista. It's running a previous version of Firefox and a previous version of Java that's like three numbers backwards just to file expense reports.
Yeah, I've heard that horror story before. I am...
And that's CBS. That's not a small company. Like that's CBS.
The problem.
Yeah.
I am working in education previously. I am well versed in this, where it's like, this machine runs our security system, so it's literally running DOS and that's it. So don't touch it. It's like there has to be a better way in the last 25 years.
Yeah.
You can't tell me there isn't a better way in the last 3 decades. But it's the fear of change.
Even just hardware-wise, like you put something on like that, it's going to confuse anything new you buy.
It was so old. You have no idea. It was so
Hey, I worked in a school in England, believe me, I know.
Was it one of the white that had turned that weird yellow?
Yeah, the flame retardant had started yellowing. Yeah. IT. My old career. All right, let's move on to the next tweet. Adderblack39 writes, "Hi guys, what's the one thing that could kill your love for gaming? Mine would be the decline of single player," and there's like a sad face emoji.
Play Prey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that would probably be one thing that would really hurt my love of gaming. Would be a complete disappearance of offline single player. I would be really surprised if that happens anytime soon.
Sorry, that just reminded me, the new Need for Speed got kind of leaked, and one of the features for it was you can pause the game now.
Well, with how much they pooched some of the previous ones, that's a sales point here.
Yes.
Yeah.
They put that on the box.
They might, actually. With how poorly that was received last time.
I don't see single-player games going away, ever. Mm. I mean, as much as it drives sales, like your Call of Duties and Battlefields and fighting games and all that stuff, there still has to be a single-player component. And, at that point, like, it might not be as in-depth as you'd like it to be, but there still are going to be those games that come out that have what you want in it. Like Mass Effect Andromeda, you don't have to play online with people.
Well, I think if you look at comparing two games I really love, if you look at Destiny, which you have to sign into the servers to play any of that game, that is sort of the one end of the spectrum of you are always connected, even if you're not really playing with anyone else, you're always on the servers, you're always connected. And then on the other end, Persona 5, which you don't have to sign in to use those online stuff. Even if you do, if it dies, it died in the middle of one of my gameplay sessions. It just popped up where it's like, hey man, I can't connect to the servers, so just keep playing. Go crazy.
Yeah.
That there's always going to be both ends of the spectrums, and in the middle is like what Knobs you're saying with Call of Duty, where they focus so strongly on the zombie mode and the multiplayer mode, but there still is also the offline single player story mode.
Yeah,
right.
I think for me, is what would kill my love of video games is if everything went free to play.
Yeah, if you get screwed with a patch like Animation Throwdown, like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys later.
To be honest, I'm just fed. Like I said, I don't mind them being in games. I hate them when they're foisted upon you. Like, it's upfront, constantly spend money, get this, spend money, get this. I'm kind of fed up of card packs already. Like the new NBA game that came out the other day, it's like $20, and you can buy card packs in it to unlock new characters. Yeah. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Really want to start playing it. Not looking forward to the fact that it has that card pack stuff in it. It's like, I feel like out of my 15 games on my Lazy Susan, I feel like 10 of them have that mechanic in, and it's a little too aggressive and in my face sometimes. Yeah. That's why I liked it about Forza. I went in, found out it had updated to have that microtransaction in, and one button press, it goes away.
Yeah. And I mean, when you look at something like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, apparently they did a lot of work on the first one and the second one to really balance it. So it's like Forza, where you want to spend $20 to get a whole bunch of cars. You're gonna be a little bit more ahead than if you just played for 5 hours. It sounds like the same thing with Garden Warfare 2, where it's like, you can buy these card packs if you want, or you can just play, and we're going to dole them out pretty generously.
Let's talk about Forza for a second. And you guys watched that Hot Wheels trailer?
Yeah.
No, I saw the trailer for it in the game.
I want to play that real bad.
I haven't been excited to play a racing game. That might pull me in.
Yeah.
Let me know if you pick it up at some point, Boston, because I'll try and time it so that if I can pick it up when you do, then we can both hit it at the same time on the show.
Okay.
Because I saw the trailer for it and I was immediately like, don't buy it now, don't buy it now,
just
don't buy it now.
Don't buy it. Wait for a sale.
And then I played it on the Thursday. I was like, ooh, the new Forzathon comes out tomorrow. What is it? It's all Hot Wheels stuff. Don't buy it now.
Oh my god, that video, like it keeps coming up on the YouTubes while I'm watching videos and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what, like, my joy is just through the roof.
Yeah,
and especially that thing with a cross track, you know, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The T-Rex is in it. I haven't seen the shark, but I've seen the T-Rex in it.
That's
like
great.
That goes across the top of the track and threatens to eat you.
That's really great. I want to play that. Let's move over to
3 more photos.
What's that?
3 more photos. There is 500 cars in the game now, and you need 3 more photos.
I was just like, is someone taking pictures of me? So for anyone that doesn't follow Moon and I on Twitter, there's an achievement for taking pictures of 500 cars, is it? 400?
300.
300. I have 297. I literally need to play for like an hour to find 3 more cars to get an achievement. Moon, I don't care, and now I might just not do it. Just let it drive you crazy.
And I'm the troll.
Well, the best part is when he takes a picture of a car, it pops up that I'm top of the leaderboards right above him, 297. It's always there. Every
single time. As soon as I hit 300 and your name vanishes, I won't care anymore. It's just the fact that for the past like 20 hours I've been playing this game, your name has been there.
Do you see what I'm dealing with?
Yep.
Are you talking to me or him?
You!
All right, let's move over to emails. Kevin F. sends a hilariously mistimed email wondering if we were seeing the teaser information for what he was hoping would be Vanquish coming out on the PC. Literally 5 hours later, Sega announced Vanquish on the PC. So, if you haven't played Vanquish is real good.
That's got to look insane on the PC.
They're coming out with it 4K and an unlocked frame rate. So, if you want to play the best version of an incredible game, it seems hard to beat that. So, Vanquish is so good. Moving on to Discord, Bilsiford asks, when you guys finish games, do you always wait until the credits are done for the stinger? If so, what's your favorite / worst moment? I always wait.
I love that I get to fast forward to that point, except when I can't.
Like any Assassin's Creed game for their 600 employees.
I can tell you right now, bar none, what the best end of credit stinger ever has ever been.
Metal Gear Solid 1?
Darksiders 1.
Oh, God, that's another good one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Yeah.
Or what about the end of Crackdown, where they have the hand?
Yeah, man.
They're going to start cloning you again?
Mm-hmm.
Agents.
You really thought you were working for the good guys, huh?
That was a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Skills for kills.
Yeah, I know he's been in the trailer.
Like shoot more, get better shots.
Yeah. Man, those 3 are really good. I'm trying to think.
Doom 2016 has got a pretty good one, which I will not mention because Boston still needs to play Doom.
It's moving on my pile, man.
Oh, I just think I just buried it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know. Kind of love the recent end of credits for Breath of the Wild, Grown Gamer says. Yeah, that one's really good. I liked that one a lot. I'm trying to think. Unfortunately, like Assassin's Creed 2, that wasn't a stinger. That was just the before the credits ending sequence.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed doesn't really do end of credits stuff, does it? It just kind of dumps you back in the world.
There's always little talky points at the end of those things, though.
Yeah.
Nothing really memorable.
Yeah, and by the time you've waited through the Assassin's Creed credits, you've grown another year older. So,
well, that should be the payoff. You should have that Metal Gear Solid Mr. President moment. Like that should be your payoff.
Well, you know, I would say Nier had a great one. Not.
If anyone wants to know why I'm taking a break from playing Nier, it's because I I can't talk about it critically yet until Knobs calms down about it.
That's definitely true. I mean, I can't think of any really bad ones. No, you won't.
No, you won't. You just need to take a breath.
Yeah.
I need to keep picking at this scab so it's a nice scar.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them. Man, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat those three: MGS1, Darksiders, and Crackdown.
Yeah.
Darksiders especially, where it's like, what is this? What?
Yeah, when you see the three of them coming in, I'm like, God, it just so got real.
Yeah, I think that has probably been the most successful hype end of credits thing I've ever seen in my life. Because
it had to be. It carried us for like 5 years.
Well, I saw another news article someone wrote the other day where it's like, I still hate that they haven't made good on that ending yet. It's like, well, just let's hold on. Yes, it's incredible, but we're still getting more Darksiders. Let's work up to it here, man. The intro to Darksiders 5 could be that scene. How cool would that be?
Oh, that would be awesome. It turns into a gauntlet beat 'em up game.
Great.
Yeah.
A 4-player online co-op.
4-player online only.
Darksiders Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah. Yes, that would be awesome. Combo.
Oh God.
Amazing. Spectacular.
So yeah, I think we picked kind of 3 hot bangers there. So
I mean, honestly, I can't think of any negative ones. Like, there's been, if the negative, I tend to be and then I forget about it.
If they're negative, I skip through the credit sequence because I'm finally free of that game. Like,
I mean, like negative stingers that have completely changed, like the way I look at a game. Like, if it's something that affects the rest of the game in a negative light for me, I just forget it.
Yeah,
I focus on the good.
If it doesn't add anything, it's forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised we brought up as many as we did because most of the time they're forgettable.
Yeah.
I saw this. Yeah, I saw this question in Discord, and literally, like, I just happened to be listening to somebody talk about the new Darksiders reveal, and that got me, like, as I was reading the question, I was listening to that, I was like, oh, the ending of Darksiders 1 is so good.
Yeah. Darksiders 1 is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Highly recommended. Both of them are highly recommended if you haven't played them. And they're super cheap on the current gen consoles. I think Darksiders 1 remaster came out with an MSRP of $20.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a game for $20.
Best Zelda game I ever played.
Yeah. That's so good.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild, so.
Breath of the Wild is really good. You know, it would be an interesting cage match between Darksiders 1 and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, someone call Screw Attack. Let's see what happens.
That was good. I like that. What's the best Zelda game? Pew, 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 pew. Screw Attack. Alright, that's all of our questions for this week. If you'd like to visit us, you can do so at tvgp.tv. Email us, tvgpfans@gmail.com. Tweet us at tvgp. Join the Discord channel server. Put your questions in the podcast questions channel on our server. You know, I'm looking at that all the time. And
I am not.
Well, you should join, Knobs. That link and all the other ones are on the right-hand side of the page.
Is it on the right-hand side of the page?
It is.
Well, don't forget to join the forums. Please mark yourselves on the map. Join us for our game nights, Monday night, 10 p.m. EST on the Xbox One. We'll probably be playing Left 4 Dead, unless you want to play Battlefield 4, which I need some peeps.
Please.
Please. I'll play 1. So many people are out for 4.
Well, I don't understand it. We have so many hours into 4. It's like a homecoming. Let's just see if it's what we remember it to be.
Yeah.
I need to get my Versili Zaitsev on. That would lead us into Tuesday night is Destiny on a PlayStation 4. Wednesday night's Rocket League on a PlayStation 4 and possibly Xbox One since I'm being badgered to pick it up. Thursday night is Steam game night. Hey. My time.
I have the talking stick.
And join us for the weekend. Come join us. Find me if you're playing Prey. Send me a party invite. We need to talk because I really like talking about this game. And big thanks to Adder Black for humoring me this afternoon.
And big thanks to Knobs for buying Moon and I copies of this game while we were on our break.
Yeah, I managed to drop $120 on a break.
Expect to hear more of Prey soon.
Yes.
And don't forget our Game Club game. This is the last week for the current Game Club game, is The Flame and the Flood. We will be talking about that on our recap episode next Saturday. And then we will be...
varied opinions on this one.
We have a varying range of opinion, three different hues of opinion on this show. So I'm expecting us to have a very interesting, unlike the last one. I think we'll have some really good conversations and hopefully a strategy session, because there are a lot of things I missed in that game.
Yes.
And then we will unveil our next game, which has already randomly been chosen, and you will find out what that is next Saturday.
Awesome.
Yeah. And until then, we'll see you all next week.
Laters.
See ya.
I only have 2 titles. Do you have anything?
I've got a fair few.
Thank you, Dan Schneer. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes. Yeah.
Are there any fecal related?
No. Definitely not.
No, because I'm officially banned from doing that.
Banned from doing what?
Pooping?
Fecal related titles.
Well, that's fair.
Why? Who banned you from that?
Probably me.
When was this conversation? Was I involved?
Who are you pointing to? God? You're just like
me
hitting the thumb up, and I'm just like, who? God is.
Well,
that
on
you?
my screen, you are there.
I'm above you. Oh well,
you're there.
No, you're.
Well.
All right, we need a Venn diagram to sort this out.
You're down there for me on the live stream.
Right,
Yes, you're up there for me on the actual Skype.
Yeah, we're recycling.
Yeah.
We're the upside down recycle symbol.
Yep.
Is how we're orientated.
Yeah, I only half screen my Skype because I've only got one monitor and I like to know the recording's still going, so Skype is half screen for me.
I love that this dumb conversation is going to be in this episode's stinger. If you waited around for this whole episode, you don't get Darksiders at the end, you get this stupidity. Us on an audio podcast pointing to each other in different directions all across this great country of ours.
Okay, anyway. Moving on. The titles I have, 8 Years, Witchgate, Maybe I Am a Troll, Keep Monday Night Blue, We Almost Made It to 500, The Greenhouse House, You Live Here Now. Yeah, don't know. Hold on, let me see. I can't read my own writing. Never mind. And
This is better. This is outstanding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I scribble it quick because if I'm in the middle of talking, I forget what I'm writing.
Didn't you learn anything in primary school? Penmanship.
Yeah, and I struggled with it a lot.
It was not my strongest subject.
No joke.
My calligraphy is very good.
Yeah.
No joke. A teacher once said to me, "You really can't write on a line well, but you can write in a perfect line when not given a line to write on."
So, here's the thing. How about you buy a notebook doesn't have lines in it?
Boom.
Problem solved.
I can't be contained.
What I do.
The only titles I have are Statistical Anomaly and Witchgate, which I feel like should be the title, but it makes me feel dirty.
I really like We Almost Made It to 500 because it's really related to that, but also...
God, that is a good one.
Yeah, but then everyone's going to be like, oh, that's it.
The show's over. I promised we'd get to an episode 1000. Once we roll over to four digits, then I'm cutting this thing off. We've poisoned the internet too much. Plus, then I'd have to start doing the math of how old I'm going to be at episode 1000. And that
didn't someone do that once and write into the show and say exactly what it's
sobering. Like hand this off to my kids at some point. This is yours now. Keep it dumb.
But yeah, I'm down with Witchgate or We Almost Made It to 500.
I also like Keep Monday Nights Blue.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
But I kind of like Witchgate because that blew up the first 15 minutes of this episode.
Keep Monday Nights Blue.
Yeah.
I think that one's good.
It. Keep Monday nights blue. Don't tread on Monday nights. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 499 from May 15th, 2017. Keep Monday nights blue.
Red team was right.
Peggy, 18.
That was pretty good. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Dan is correct. Don't forget to subscribe or follow on your favorite platforms of choice. It will let you know when we go live. We do this every week. Grown Gamer says, P.S. Dark Tower is a magnum opus. Winky face. Again, I like Destiny.
It's never going to end.
I like Destiny, so who the hell am I to talk? So, all right, we'll see everyone next week. Bye.
Later. Bye.